So it's about 4:30, 5 p.m. here in Belgrade, and I'm in a neighborhood, and I want to show you guys it because I think it's a really neat little neighborhood. Um, it's Vracha, but here's the Faculty of Mathematics from Belgrade University. So Belgrade University is pretty large and it doesn't have just one building or one campus. It has all these different faculty buildings. And see, there's some graffiti on the wall, but I like these. If I could buy a building like this, I would, and fix it up, put a new facade on it. I call them little mud huts, and I think they're really neat, actually. But it's concrete coming off, because that was probably last faced with concrete in the 60s. But yeah, this is what it looks like. And if you move to Belgrade, you'll be able to see this. It reminds me of like New York City, like Brooklyn, a lot. I actually was just having lunch and I met a guy from the US. He was actually born in Italy, but he was raised in New York City as a kid. And I was wondering why. I thought, am I learning Serbian? No, the guy was speaking English to the waiters, and he was a cook, but it was an open kitchen. So I talked to him and heard his story. He's been here for like 10 or 15 years, and he loves it. He actually has a work permit here, believe it or not. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool interaction. Unexpected. Here's a Range Rover. This person must only make €350. Joking, by the way. Anyways, so there's little gems like this on the streets. Like I said, if I could buy a building like this and just fix it up, I would. If anyone knows how much a facade would be, comment below. But I love little houses like this, little buildings like this. And more graffiti, but it's not dangerous here. It's just war-torn from the 90s. Okay. But it's, if you look at Google Maps, you can go back in time all the way to even 2013, which is less than 10 years ago. And it was a lot different back then. Like a lot different. Like the Hilton wasn't here, it was still being built, and so Belgrade is on its way up. In Serbia, they're on their way up. And prices are going up. And a lot of the little village houses actually sold, because I monitor the listings every month. And one of the locals told me when this global situation happened, people got scared here and they started buying village houses up real cheap. I found the cheapest one I saw was €5,500 for a livable medium-sized house out in the middle of nowhere, but you'd be living rent free. €5,500. Now that's the cheapest I saw, and it did need a renovation, but it was livable. You could have moved in probably the day you bought it. But usually it's about 12,000 to 20,000 euros for a really nice one out in the villages or outside the city center in the suburbs. And we're approaching King Alexander Boulevard. It's a lot busier out here than it was on that street. And you have popcorn sellers, so when the US fails, I will literally just have to go down the street, because I have one right outside of my house, to get my popcorn, to watch it on the news. But check this out, guys. This is a beautiful city, beautiful country, beautiful people. There's a casino if you like to gamble. They're like every 50 feet. And this is the street scene here on a Tuesday afternoon after work. Look at that beautiful sun hitting those buildings. I'm so glad I'm here, and I hope I could stay here for the long term. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.